Buongiorno. I am Chef Gaetano from Ortygia restaurant. Today what I would like to cook for you is something that's been a tradition in my family at Christmas for generations. The dish is called arancine, which means little oranges. And what it is risotto cooked in a special Sicilian fashion, stuffed with an aromatic meat mixture, dipped in panko and deep fried. So let's get a little butter in there, maybe a little drop of olive oil. We're only going to throw the arborio rice in for a short period of time just to give it a little color. We're just going to stir it around. I always use Sicilian sea salt, coarse grain. Throw some of that in there. A little water and chicken stock that I previously soaked some saffron threads in there because saffron is a very important ingredient for this dish. Don't be scared to use saffron. People say that saffron is the most expensive spice in the world, and it is. However, you don't use much. So it may be expensive, but it will last you forever. Now I'm going to add a little bit of boiling water that I have on the stove. And this is the process. You keep doing this. This will take you about 20 minutes. And you just stir it. And as the water gets soaked up, you add a little more and you add more and you just keep stirring it until the rice comes to the right consistency. Okay, while the risotto is cooking, we're going to start the meat mixture, which is the filling. We're going to start with some extra virgin olive oil, just a drop, and some onions. Cook the onions for a few minutes until they're translucent, not quite brown, but after the onions are nice and translucent, you add some ground beef. You could use a lean ground beef, ground sirloin, whatever you prefer. You need to cook the meat until it's brown. If you notice the risotto, the water is all soaked up. So we add a little bit more water to the risotto, water and stock, and saffron, and stir it. Keep stirring the risotto. I have, this is a tradition in our family. This is a little bit of cardamom, coriander, and cinnamon. What most people don't realize are the flavors used in Sicilian cooking are not what you would think. It's not all eggplant and oregano. Okay, so we're going to add just a little bit more cinnamon. After you add the cinnamon and you let it cook for a little bit, get that raw taste of the cinnamon out, you're going to add a little bit of tomato sauce that I made ahead of time. We're going to pour that in. So we're going to put a little bit of tomato paste, maybe about a tablespoon of tomato paste in this mixture. Mix it around and maybe add just a little bit of water. And we're going to cook this until all of the meat is coated. It'll probably take about 5 minutes. Okay, now that the risotto is cooked, you dump it onto a cutting board to cool it off. A wooden cutting board is preferable. Take your spoon, your spatula, or your paddle, whatever you use, move it around a little bit to cool it off. You pour some of the sauce into the rice to flavor it. You will add an egg yolk to hold it together and some pre-grated Parmesan cheese. So now you fold in all these ingredients until everything is amalgamated. Now just leave the rice a few minutes to cool and we'll get to our next step. Okay, first we're going to take a little bit of rice like this. It's nice and sticky. We're going to put it in our hands and we're going to form a ball, you know, about the size of as a pool ball. So you stick your finger and you make a hole. It's important that you make the hole really big. It looks like it destroys the rice ball, but just follow the steps and it'll be fine. Then you take some of the meat mixture with the cinnamon and the cardamom and the coriander and you put it in the middle, such as this. Then you add a little bit more rice on the top, this way, and you form it into a little ball. I'm going to first roll it in flour and bang off the excess. If you notice, I put egg whites in the rice. Well, I separate egg yolks in the rice. I separated the egg yolks and whites because the whites are going to be used to coat the arancine. After you coat it totally in egg whites, you put it in panko. Roll it in panko. Make sure it's completely covered. So right now we're going to take this rice ball and stick it in the fryer and let it cook. We're going to keep it there until it's brown, golden brown, not too dark. And finito. This is your finished dish, arancine. Sprinkle a little sea salt and you got it made. I want to give special thanks to the USF Sarasota Culinary Innovation Lab, the Sarasota Manatee Originals. Have a happy holiday. Buon Natale.